Hey guys, welcome to Dylan's Little Hobbies, and today is the day where we have to talk about Supernatural Season 13. Oh my god, before we get into this, let me say something. 13 seasons. 13! There are not a lot of shows out there that get past 5 seasons. You are lucky to get 7. You are amazing if you get anywhere near 10. 13! 13 seasons, 14 years, Supernatural has been putting out content that has been just getting better and better, better. I don't know what else to say. 13 seasons, guys. 13. Now, I think this is not confirmed. This is in my opinion. I think that would be cool if this ended up being the last season, because 13 is like a scary number and the show is supposed to be scary. It would almost be symbolic if 13 was the last season because of the number alone. However, if they want to do another 13 seasons, another 13 years of the show, by all means, go ahead. The only thing I have, though, is how many stories can you truly tell, you know? And I really like the story about the son of the devil right now, but I really like the concept, or the idea at least, but I don't know how long can you do the show. They could do a 14 season. Again, I think 13 would be symbolic. I don't think there's enough content. Of course, I have no idea. I'm not the creators of the show, but it seems like they've gone through everything in the Bible so far, and they've gone through every monster out there, that I can't think of anything that they could do past season 13, in my opinion. That's my own opinion. I absolutely love this show. How I got into it was actually kind of funny. You see, I wanted to actually hang out with my mom and get sort of a better relationship, you can will, with her. And here's the thing, I understood that I can't just force her to watch my stuff. If I'm going to force her to watch my stuff, then perhaps I should reach out and try to watch some of her stuff too. And she is a big scary movie fan, sort of thing, and she likes Buffy the Vampire Slayer and a whole bunch of other scary TV shows. And one of the ones that she absolutely loved, and was one that I thought was gonna be the scariest, I watched it with her, and I really ended up liking the story. The story picks up for me in season 4 and in season 8. In my opinion, those are the best seasons. Of course, season 12 was phenomenal. I think season 4 was because that was like the first season I saw. Of course, I've seen season 1, 2, and 3, but season 4 is when it starts getting good to me. And, of course, season 8, but season 12 was amazing. And season 12 ends with where this begins, obviously. So Cass is dead. Their mom is trapped with the devil in a different dimension. Don't ask. And God and the darkness is gone. We don't know where they went. One of their friends is also dead, and now they have to deal with literally the son of the devil, the son of Satan, the son of Lucifer himself. We're going to deal with him. Now, it was a huge debate. Was this guy going to be evil? You know, the way they made him look at the end of season 12, it definitely made me scared. You know, I definitely felt like this was going to be a bad guy. What's amazing is that you really feel for this character, Jack, in this first episode. So what happens is his first words are Father, And I thought that he was looking for the devil. Turns out that he had a connection with Castiel, and I should have known that because of season 12. So, he knows that the devil is, of course, his birth father, but he kind of wanted like a stepfather, as you could, that's the only way I could explain it, a stepfather in Castiel. And unfortunately, first thing he finds out is Cass is dead, you know? So, that sucks. His stepfather's dead, his real father was a bad guy, and he's gone. And his mother's dead. This guy doesn't know what to do, and apparently we find out later on that it's because the world is in so much trouble that he had to grow up so fast, so even though he's less than a day old, he looks like he's 17. And I really like, I don't know the age of the actual actor, but I really like the fact that he definitely looks like a kid here. And not like a little kid or anything like that. He definitely looks like a kid in high school who is ready to learn, you know. And then all of a sudden, Dean walks in, and the first thing he thinks is, I gotta shoot this thing. So he grabs his gun, and that's when this kid knows he's in trouble. It's instincts. When you know you're in trouble, you're going to act on instincts. And he starts using his powers to, like, freeze Dean and Sam in place and then throw them away, and he runs. Eventually, he ends up at a sort of fast food restaurant. I don't even remember the name of it. It's a burger stand, something like Pirate Pete's Burgers or something like that. It's stupid, but he ends up there, butt naked, because, of course, he wasn't born with clothes. And they call the cops, and a cop comes get him, and eventually they bring him down to the station and give him clothes. Sam and Dean are, of course, on the hunt for him. Eventually they come by the burger stand. Eventually they find out where he is. They go there only for, that is right, only for angels to show up, trying to kill the son of the devil, essentially. And, you know, let me just talk about Jack's character, the son of the devil himself. You really, really feel sorry for this kid from pretty much day one, really. He doesn't know what is going on. He has these strange powers. He doesn't know right from wrong or anything like that. He is essentially a baby, and it's really interesting because, you know, that to me is why we exist. The reason why we are born, to me, and I hate to get philosophical with you guys, but we are essentially here to leave something for the future, to teach the future children of the world how to act and how to survive, you know. And this kid doesn't have that. He doesn't have a mom. He doesn't have a dad to teach him right from wrong. So he's just doing what he thinks is right, and you clearly see it. And obviously, when he's in danger, instincts kick in, and that's when his powers go wild. And every time he hears angel radio, he gets like an enormous headache. My guess is the reason why he gets a headache from angel radio is because he's only half angel, and it might be the human side that gives him that headache, because he's a Nephilim. He's half the devil, half an angel, and half human. So I think that's why he gets those headaches. I'm pretty sure that's why he gets those headaches whenever he hears angel radio. And then Sam and Dean show up, and they try to help him out, when suddenly angels show up and try to kill him. And there's even this one point where an angel stabs him with a angel blade. Now, if you remember, there's only a few things that certain blades cannot kill. One being God, two being the darkness, and three, of course, being the devil himself. And I guess you could say 4 being the other angel. I can't remember his name right now, but number 3. Well, now you can add another one to the list. Nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing. No angel blades, nothing can kill this kid. He takes one straight through the heart. I thought that was gonna be the end of him. That made me I was like this, oh my god, when I saw that scene. But he survived. Nothing can kill this kid at all. On the other side, like I said, the devil is trapped in the other dimension, if you will, and he's along with of course, Sam and Dean's mom, and of course Dean thinks that their mom is dead. Sam thinks there could be a chance, and the funny thing is, you think because of the devil he would just kill her off, but here's the thing about the devil. This guy is smart. To me, a genius is more terrifying than a stupid idiot with a gun. And this guy knows that he can use Sam and Dean's mom to get his kid back. So he is keeping her alive. He just needs to find a way out of that other dimension. And I'm pretty sure he's going to at some point. But the only one who was able to make a hole through that dimension is, of course, the kid when he was born. And Jack doesn't really have full control over his power. He really doesn't know what he's doing. Things just happen to him when he wants it to happen. But when he tries to really focus on something, he doesn't know how to control his powers. That's what it is. It's really, really cool watching this guy almost grow up, if you will. And that is pretty much the end of the episode. At the end of episode 1, Sam and Dean are arguing, of course. Dean wants to kill this kid, but can't figure out how. And Sam wants to potentially save this kid. This kid, it all goes down to, it really goes down to, you can't pick your parents, but that doesn't mean you have to be your parents. This guy really has a choice on whether to be good or evil. The funny thing is, like I said, this kid doesn't have any parents. We're lucky because we have parents to teach us good from wrong. Of course, if you have a bad parent, you end up being bad, but sometimes you learn from your parents too. You learn what's bad and don't end up like your parents. But he doesn't even have that. He doesn't even learn from the devil what is bad, what is good, and that the devil is bad from example, and what he can do is good. He doesn't even have that. Sam and Dean decide to take him home, and that's where we start the second episode. Let's talk about the second episode for a second, shall we? In the second episode, it starts off right where the first episode ends. Is they end up at a hotel when Donatello shows up. Donatello was actually I can't remember what they call him. He's like a priest or something. He's a word of God or something like that. He can read certain things written by God and angels and stuff like that, but he's completely human. Scribe of God, I think they call him that. Yeah, so he shows up because of the power of the Nephilim, and the Nephilim is, of course, Jack. And it's really interesting. You can see throughout this entire episode that Jack, he wants pretty much a father. He wants a father figure in his life. He doesn't have that right now, and he's trying to attach himself to Dean. And there's this really cute scene of him actually copying everything Dean does while they eat, drink, and sit, the way they hold themselves. It's a really cute scene. I think he's going to take a really good liking to Dean. It's funny though, because I thought he would take more liking of Sam, because of course Sam is the guy who wants to save him. But no, he really wants. I guess he's kind of picking Dean to be his stepfather, if you will. Of course, because Castiel is dead, and is Cass going to stay dead? They are teasing that too much. I don't think he's going to come back right away, but maybe in the second half of the season. Remember, we have over 23, I don't know if they're doing 24, but at least 23 episodes of the season. I think in the second half, like in episode 14 or 15, Cass might come back. I truly think that somewhere in this season, Castiel is going to return. But as for now, we have the son of the devil, son of Satan himself, to deal with, and I can't help but root for this kid. I can't help but root for him. And on the other end, in hell, essentially, in hell, a prince of hell shows up. My God, I can't talk. A prince of hell shows up and puts himself in charge until, of course, Satan returns. And his first thing to do is not to find the devil. His first thing to do is to find the son of the devil, and we find out that a Nephilim becomes more powerful than the angel that created them. So obviously, he's going to be a lot more powerful than the devil himself. So Jack's going to end up a lot more powerful than the devil himself. I cannot wait to see what they do with his power. And it's really interesting to me with this character. I am absolutely loving this character right now, guys. He's really going through life right now, and unlike us who were taught good and bad, this guy really has the choice to be good or bad, and I just love seeing how this guy works. It's just a fantastic character, in my opinion. I thought he was going to be bad from the get-go. I love the fact that he really is just a kid trying to learn, and he doesn't have any parents, so he's just trying to learn from Sam and Dean's example. But of course, Donatello is there, and the Prince of Hell finally finds them, and decides, you know what, he's going to pretend to be Donatello. So he pretends to be Donatello, and tries to convince him not convince him that he's a word of God, because of course Donatello is a word of God, but try to convince him that God told him that he needs to save the world or something, and to save the world he needs to open this gate for some reason. Of course, this certain gate is actually, it leads to an evil that was locked up that even the devil himself does not want to unlock. Yeah, that is right. There are some things out there that even the devil himself, Satan himself, Lucifer himself, does not want to mess with, that are locked up in hell. And he convinces him to join him. They go there. Jack actually starts opening the portal, and it's a race. It's a race against time. We gotta get there quick. The monster is even starting to come out. That's going to come back in this season. I know it is. I don't know how they're going to do it, but I know that monster is going to be released eventually. That there's no way they're going to put something that evil in the show and not release it later on, not have it become a huge problem for Sam and Dean later on. Am I right? But anyway, they finally get there just in time for the gates to be fully opened when Sam and Dean, and of course the real Donatello, tells Jack to stop. When suddenly Donatello, who is actually, I can't remember his name, guys, but he's the Prince of Hell. He's a demon. He starts choking them. And right from there, I knew right from that second, the moment I saw that scene, I was rooting for Jack. Jack really had that decision to go be a bad guy or to actually save his friends. And I was rooting for him. I was hoping that he would make the right choice, and he made the right choice. With his powers, he doesn't destroy him or anything like that, but he wishes for the Prince of Hell to be gone, and he just vanishes. The gate closes before the monster can truly come out, and Sam and Dean are saved by Jack. Later on in the episode, after Sam and Dean are trying to figure out what to do about him, Dean hears something coming from the bathroom. He goes to the bathroom, and Jack is stabbing himself again and again. He cuts himself like maybe 20 times with a kitchen knife. And let me just say this right now. Suicide, to me, is the coward's way out. But I swear, if you were the son of the devil, and you have these strange powers, you can't control them, you don't know what is right from wrong, and you don't have any parents to teach you, I don't blame this guy for wanting to end himself. Unfortunately, because he's half angel, half the devil, and is more powerful than the devil, he can't figure out what to do, and even though he stabs himself 20 times, it just doesn't work because he keeps healing himself. And then, of course, Dean goes up to him, tells him, you know what, if you ever turn bad, I'm going to be the one who and shockingly, he agrees. I absolutely love this season so far, and it's only been 2 episodes. Let me know down in the comments down below if you guys really liked this episode, if you guys really liked this season, if you guys think that this will be the last season. Let me know down in the comments down below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm out. Bye. Supernatural is back.